For the optimistic cynic, shit, ho got a hell of a grip. There's never a problem till niggas is ballin' and bitches they.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's D-Boy Classics, and with today's video, you probably can tell from the title, man, I'm going back to my old routes back in 2K18. Y'all know, if y'all been around for a while, I had a pure run protector, and with this build, I was trying to make it like my pure run protector back in 18. Besides from the shooting, because you know how shooting is a lot more different now. But besides from that, the defense on this build, you can probably tell, is immense. The whole purpose of this build in particular is really just to be a nuisance on the court. Like, getting interceptions, on-ball steals, obviously you gotta get the snatch blocks, just being the whole pest and the nuisance and shutting down my opponent. But besides from that, bro, let's get into the actual build, man. Alright, y'all, so to begin with the build, you can see right here, I chose the pie chart with the most defense, which is dominantly red. And you can see what the stats are pretty high. Like, you already know, majority already know about the build, so I'm not going to get into the detail of it, but having the 95 block, 95 offensive rebound and defensive rebound, and going on with the 92 interior, I'm about to increase that as well with the weight. Trying to tell y'all, bro, the build's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I mean, the only downfall is I won't be able to shoot, and you know how spacing is crucial. But besides from that, I'm still gonna get mines on the defensive and on the offensive, because I'll still be able to have the inside presence. But moving on. Alright, y'all, so next up is the physical profile, and for the pie chart that I chose, you can see right here, I chose the one with more strength and vertical and a little bit less of agility. And the reason I kind of did that was I was trying to be more versatile when it comes to obviously my offense and just my defense in general, because you know how strength plays a part of that, stopping post scorers or whoever trying to get into paint from back you down, this and that. Obviously the badges will compensate for that when I put them on the build, but outside of that, just being strong in general does benefit that a lot. And also too, when I'm trying to go for obviously blocks and rebounds, the vertical does play a part. I'm still surprisingly with 58 speed and a 54 acceleration. It's not too bad. You know, honestly, I'm used to it playing with big centers, so it don't really faze me too much. But outside of that, I feel like it's a good stretch. You know, people probably gonna have their own opinions on it, and that's understandable. Everybody's different, so I'm not going to question it. But I went with this route to let y'all know if y'all interested into the build. But let's move on to the next part. Alright, y'all, so next up to my set potential for this build, y'all. You can see right here, everything's already laid out like my previous video, but we're gonna start off with the badge upgrades. So with my finishing, I have 12, my shooting, I have 1, my playmaking, I have 2, and for my defensive rebound, I have 30. Going on to the stats to the left, my close shot is an 84. I did not touch my drop and layup nor my drop and dunk. My standing dunk is an 86, and my post hook is a 63. Moving on to the shooting category, I did not touch nothing in any of that. Like I said, this build is strictly on the inside, so that's why all the stats are like that. Moving on to the playmaking, my pass accuracy is a 63, ball handling is a 37, and my post move is a 67. And lastly, moving on to defensive rebounding, my interior defense is a 92, perimeter defense and lateral quickness are both 59, my steal is a 69, and my block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound are all 95 stats. So that's really all that with that. So we're gonna move on to the height. Alright, y'all, so next up is my height, and you can see on the screen I have them at 7 feet. And the reason why I have them at 7 feet, like I said in my previous video, 7 feet in my honest opinion is probably the most balanced height for centers. They can still play really good inside defense against other big men as well, and also to be able to be mobile on the court, this and that, you know, be able to do everything while not being too slow or not being too undersized. So that's really, I'm gonna have that as a thing for a majority of my centers that I make for 2K21 going into next gen as well. But moving on, let's get into the other part. Alright, y'all, so next up you can see right here is my weight, and my weight for this build is 262. And the reason why I have them at 262 is to even out on my strength, but that's gonna change when I adjust my wingspan to how I really want it. But outside of, like I said earlier in the video, I wanted my interior defense to match out with my block, offensive rebound, and my defensive rebound. So once I touch 99 for this build, all those stats would be a 99. I'll have the highest potential for defensive plays or defensive presence on the court. But next up, let's get into the wingspan. Alright, y'all, so next up is my wingspan. Like I said before, I was just gonna adjust it, and my strength did go down to a 91, but that's still okay. As long as it's above a 90, I'm cool with that. But you can see my wingspan is a 93.0, and the stats that did change along the way was my stated dunk, and my stated dunk is now a 95, so that's a major plus. So along with my interior defense, my block, and my rebounding stats, that's going to even out at 99 when I touch 99. So that's the cool part. Now let's move on to the Takeover. Alright, y'all, so next up, you guys tell what Takeover I chose for this build, which is the Rim Protector Takeover. To really stick out to the theme as a pure rim, I had to choose this Takeover, man. It was quite obvious. It was a shoe-up for that, but outside of that, like, I'm excited. Once I get this build to a 99 when 2K21 fully released, I already know this build's going to be very annoying on the court. Be beneficial. I just need some good guards to really stick it out with me on there. So outside of that, let's get into the build's name. Alright, y'all, so you can already see on the screen, man, the build itself is a glass screen lockdown. No shocker. Like I said, the names, the diversity for 2K this year and the previous years was not really too enchanting. Like I said, but y'all know the build itself is a pure rim protector, so I'm not really changing from that. But outside, let's go into the badges. Alright, y'all, so start with the badges. You can see right here, I have 4 gold finisher badges. So to begin with that, consistent finisher is my first one. You see, the reason why I got that, everybody knows that's a pretty good badge for any type of inside build, because if you take a bad layup attempt or just a bad timing layup, regardless of it, it'll still help it go in. Next up is contact finisher. That's mainly for the highlights, so just in case I get someone under paint, I'll be able to dunk on them easier. Next up is pick and roller. That's how I really want to play. You already tell what badge I'm probably going to get after that for my defensive rebound, was probably brick wall. So neck and neck, pretty nasty duo badges. And lastly is slithery finisher. And the reason why I have that, so when I'm picking and rolling, or if I'm backing somebody down, doing the layups or this and that, it makes it easy for my center just to lay dunk or get the layup off. So let's move on to the shooting badges. Alright, so next up is my shooting badge. You can see it's not really eventful here. I have 1 bronze shooting badge, and I chose volume shooter. Someone told me, I doubt this is true, but hey, I believe their words on it. That volume shooter will help with the percentage of shots taken off the game. So that includes like dunk attempts, layups, all that. So hey, I might as well give it a shot and see how it is. So really, that's all that is for the shooting ones. Let's go on to the playmaking badges. Alright, y'all, so next up is the playmaking badge. As you can see right here, it's similar to my shooting one. It's really kind of uneventful. So I only have 2 bronze playmaking badges, and the one that I chose was post spin technician and quick first step. Those 2 go on how if I need the ISO on any manner, I'm able to do so to a degree. Obviously, it's not the best, but hey. But you can see right here, just post spin and quick first step. So now lastly, let's get into the defensive and rebounding badges. Alright, y'all, so to wrap things up with the badges, we into the defensive rebounding ones. And really, this is the whole purpose of the pure rim protector build that I'm trying to go for 2K21. And you can see right here, I have 7 Hall of Fame badges and 1 silver. So to begin, I'm gonna start with the silver one, which is Chase Down Artist. And similar to my Sharp brand, I have Chase Down Artist on silver, and I feel like silver just it's sufficient enough to really get the chase them out regardless. As long as I have rim protector equipped and everything else, I should be cool. In my honest opinion, I mean, people probably differs. I feel like probably Hall of Fame is better off for the smaller builds, such like a small forward, power forward, shooting guard in particular, like the lockdowns. But aside from that, let's move on to our Hall of Fame badges. So the first Hall of Fame badge I'm gonna start with is Rebound Chaser. Everybody know Rebound Chaser is probably crucial for any center build if you're able to get it. Really be able to horse and compete with people on the boards. Next up is my personal favorite badge is Rim Protector. Rim Protector, everybody know how I love Rim Protector. They be able to get all the snatch blocks, just sending people's shots off the court, away from the hoop. They just get all the highlights that I really want, especially to make really good mixtapes. So. Next up, I have Interceptor. Interceptor, in my honest opinion, people have, it varies, I guess. People say Interceptor is similar to corner specialist in a sense. You just really need it on silver. I feel like having it on Hall of Fame really just makes it extremely potent, especially if you have a good sense of how people move the ball on the court. You're able to just get the plucks through the passing lanes, all that, really be a hassle. Like I said, that's the whole purpose of me being a rim protector, is to be a hassle and just a nuisance on the court. So next up, I have Brick Wall on Hall of Fame as well. Like I said, being a nuisance and be able to set up my teammates and just being very annoying for the other team, sending really big good screens, possibly putting them on their butts here and there. So that's a benefit from that. Also too, it'll help with pick and roller, so that's why I got it like that. And my next badge is Intimidator. Everybody know Intimidator is probably one of the strongest badges in the game, so not much to really speak on that one. Next up also is a pogo stick, similar to my last video. Everybody knows how kind of broken pogo stick is. I heard that it was nerfed as well, so we'll see how it is for when the full game releases. And lastly, for my Hall of Fame badges is defensive leader, and really just to help my teammates out, be able to see other people's stats, like who can shoot, who can really do this in this certain area, and so forth. So really, that's all that is for the badges. Let's wrap up the video now. Alright, y'all, so just wrapping up the video in general, you can see right here I have a total of 4 gold badges, 3 bronze, 1 silver, and 7 Hall of Fame badges. So that's all that is for that. I'm not gonna really drag this video on too much. I hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all see the potential in this build, like I've been saying throughout the whole video, man. And hopefully 2K21, when 2K21 drops, this build does show out. I know it's probably gonna be similar stuff, but hey, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Also, what happens for next gen. So let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Let me know if you got any questions. Let me know as well. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.